Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. So, since last episode, I've been doing a bit of work. I've been working on this river area and kind of bringing this through. Now that we have flight, it's so much easier. It really is. And then I started working on this area and bringing this back. And I've got to finish running sand and stuff. It's just very tiring. And then I kind of got sidetracked and started building this. And it's something I've just started putting together, just kind of winging it. Because I wanted some kind of a structure here that spanned the river. And I've got some ideas. And I know it looks rather blah at the moment, but I think once it's done, I think it will look good. I have an idea, but we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, what I've been working on is setting up some Lordcraft stuff in here. And I did play around a little bit with the mana gen and, like, I'll show you something. And Xavier was like, oh yeah, you can do that. So the wording, I think this is probably not a native English speaker, is kind of what I imagine, which of course there's no problem with that. But the description for a lot of this stuff doesn't, it kind of makes sense, but then it kind of doesn't, because like the mana system, it says, talks about the void interface, says this block allows you to interact with your mana pool to increase your mana capacity. You place an elemental siphon into it, and then to fill it, insert an elemental crystal. And after reading that the first time, I was kind of wondering if you couldn't do more siphons, and you can. So if you look right there, I have earth mana is 10,000 is my cap. I went ahead and threw in 10. I went ahead and did one of each siphon, and then I went ahead and did 9 extra earth ones, because I've started using earth mana to power a lot of my stuff, just because it's just coal. And then I also threw together our first set of armor, which is the Earth Lord's armor. And I have to take my mantle cartridge out to put it on there, but of course I can shift right click it. Bibliocraft armor stands for the win. I didn't frame these. I might end up framing them. I did do some little frame shelves and frame shelf there, but and my framing table is sitting over there. But yeah, I did do a little bit of messing around on this. I did upgrade our Arcane Forge just because this is a lot faster. I went ahead and upgraded to this one, which is just 8 of that mana-infused ingots to do that. And we did get 5 racks from that. So, just a heads up. And then we got 8 mana-infused ingots. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just grab... Oh, we're going to go ahead and grab our Arcane Workbench. And we are going... Well, actually, can I upgrade this outside of... No, I'm going to have to make another one, in fact. Or this, but... I know some recipes are cheaper through this, but this requires this, which we don't have all that stuff set up yet. Yeah, I'm going to have to make another Arcane Workbench to upgrade this Arcane Workbench. So, let me get that real quick. And if you recall, we were using the one recipe to make the mana infused. I'm actually crafting it through here. You can see this is quite a bit faster. And it's only costing me 500 mana to craft because I have this full set of armor. I went ahead and did that just to kind of cut our costs down a little bit. It's not really a big deal because the mana crystals are cheap. But I do have to say, like, okay, I don't like the research. The Lord quest could be a little bit more interesting, but like I said, I don't know if they can be tweaked. If they can be, then it's kind of the fault of Ozone, more so than the mod dev. I haven't looked into that yet. But the research I'm not a fan of at all. Not even a little bit. But overall, I think this mod's kind of fun once you get past that. I mean, it is just a very grindy mod, but I don't mind grinding. I just, like I said, I just don't like the research very much. Let's go ahead and grab that. The research was a bit dreadful, to say the least. Okay, and then we can do that and get our advanced Arcane Workbench. And then we're going to want to get... to upgrade this, we're going to have to get 8 of the pure crystal. Now, if you have this, you can just do 8 mana infused, but we don't have that at the moment. So we're going to be doing the pure crystal. This is 1 of each crystal, and then 3 void catalysts. And these we talked about last episode, taking Eyes of Ender and mana infused shards. So I did get some of that prepped up. That's complete. And we're going to need like 24 of these things. Oh, gosh. Oh, they're so expensive. What all are these used in, by the way? Looks like Astral Tome uses them. Planary crystals. And then just the Void Workbench, the Void Altar, and the Void Forge. And then the Altar Template Receptacle. So we're going to get into the altar stuff a bit later. Go ahead and top that off. And I did play around with automating some of this stuff, and we're going to get into automating this stuff a bit later. I'm also going to need a couple more of these mana infused shards, and that's pretty much just going to be the redstone ran through to get our dust. And let's see, we completed this quest. Let's go ahead and get the racks from that. And then there's the void crystal, which we could technically make. It looks like we can make that in any of the forges. Okay, well, we're going to get into that before too long. There's also the runestone and the staves. We're going to be getting into staves. And, yeah, I played around a little bit with that stuff. It's actually pretty fun. The staff creator and the runestone crafter. We're going to start getting into that stuff. Also, the transmutation research table. I did go ahead and make a book of transmutative knowledge. I went ahead and made one of these. We're going to get into that before too long also. Played around with some of that stuff. And it's actually pretty fun. Like, and it's sad because I think with the way this pack's set up, I think it's going to be kind of like Embers, where a lot of people are probably going to skip the majority of the mod. Which is actually kind of sad, because I think what you're doing in this pack is the more grindy stuff. But there's actually some fun stuff in here from what I've seen. Let me get that crafting. And then we're going to need, well, we're basically going to need 9 of each crystal. Not including the verdant and all that. And there's 3 more. Okay, and then we're going to do that. There we go. There is our 9 pure crystals. And then what we can do, quest complete. Go ahead and do this and get our void workbench. And this thing can go, and what we're going to do is we're just going to, whoops, I can't do it here. We're going to put that down, and we're going to go ahead and just turn this into the staff crafter so that we've got it. Now, I will say I like these. You can store items in them, and then you can also leave items in this. And they work, you know, they're kind of like a crafting station in that regard, but with storage built in. And they look so much better than a crafting station. They really do. Like, it's honestly made me tempted to add this to packs just for the void workbench. So I have a crafting table that's not a big chunk of wood, right? That can store inventory and all that, because I'm actually loving that. So it's like after I get out of the research, it's like, oh my gosh, I love this mod. But when I was in the research, it's like, no, stop it. Stop it. So anyways, this is a staff crafter. We're going to get into this a little bit later on. Now what we need to do is the Ignis soul crystal. Let me grab that. And this is why we need the void workbench, because we have to craft this. Oh, I'm throwing I turned it into a pure crystal. No. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, so for this, what we need to do, we need to get a zombie pigment, a ghast, magma cube, blaze soul, and a wither skeleton. And we have to smack them with this crystal, basically. And, yeah, there was a blaze on that list. These guys are still here. They were here earlier. I popped in here to get nether bricks. And they were here. But you can see it's collecting them. Like, it's actually just, like, eating them. Now we have to find a magma cube, the hardest one's probably going to be the ghast, I imagine. That might take us a little bit longer. Did I really just do that? I hit Q. And I think I just threw it right into the lava. Oh, GG me. Let me go make another one of those. I need to rebind Q, actually. I was scratching, like my finger has this like itch, and I scratched it. And whenever I did, I hit the Q button. At like the best timing possible. And I almost kind of wonder if you couldn't get a ghast from the Twilight Forest. It probably wouldn't count them though. I imagine it matches up their creature IDs, which the little Arghast babies are different. Okay, there's a magma cube. Now I'm just missing Wither Skeleton and ghast. You ever notice how in packs, in mod packs, ghasts are like super rare most of the time? Oh, but you know what? An easy way. I don't know why the Nether's loading like Twilight Forest. I think it's probably because all the stuff's added. But if you recall, this pack has Netherrack, so there's those. There would be those ghast towers somewhere that have like all the ghast that live in them, and that would be the place to go if we could find one, because it would be like we'd be assured of ghast. Hey. I'll take it, because I know we're going to need these. I don't know. This is an Arctic abyss that's just like filled with magma blocks. Like, this is the place to stock up on some ore lava crystal. I just realized I'm wearing this armor, not my good armor. Whoops. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So, you can see there's a ghast spawner right there. There's also a couple... Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and break that. And down inside here, there's... Did they remove those? There used to be like 4 spawners. They may have removed them. Maybe I shouldn't have broke that then. Had I known. Okay, well I'm going to warp home. And we're going to go speak to our Lord in this Nexus dimension. Hello, Overlord of Fire. Oops. I want to hand it in. Okay, you've done well, Thelos, in completing your first task, and so it is that I shall teach you your first fire spell, Ignite. Simply point at a location and observe as it bursts into flames. It shall take me some time to decipher the information you have brought me, so why don't you test that out for a little while and then return here. And I had one quest, this one here, this is for this person, the water person. There we go, and I want to get a new quest. Kill two more skeletons. Okay. Anyways, and I'm assuming that at some point we're going to get these 2 people available to us. Does that count? Yes, that is counting for casting Ignite. Okay, so I'll cast that. And let me hand that in. Oh, great. Here are your rewards. And then we get a new quest. I wanted to thank you properly for your efforts in filling this soul crystal, Thelos. I guess that's my name, is Thelos. Although I have not yet determined exactly what these results mean, I have determined that I may be able to reacquire a foothold in the Nether again. I need you to construct a Lordic anchor by combining a block of searing crystal with a void catalyst. Then go to the Nether, place it, and activate it. By doing so, you will create a link between this dimension and the Nether. Okay, so we need a Lordic anchor. Block of searing crystal with a void catalyst. Lordic anchor. This right here. Okay, that's actually not too bad at all. Let me... I don't know spelling right there. let me warp home, and let's go do that. I'm going to have to make some more searing crystal real quick, but that's fine. I think... Okay, I don't have any blank crystals. Let me get some of those ran real quick. And really, I can leave our simple crystals in here. And these and the water ones are like my least favorite to make. But I'm planning on setting up a little lava gen, like a little crucible over here, and then like an infinite water source. And that's just going to make it a whole lot easier for us. Even though we'll probably, later on we'll probably automate that. But, yeah. In due time. But anyways, there's our 16 searing crystals. And then can I just do that? Great. And let me hang this one up. Eventually there's going to be like, you know, that'll be air or whatever, and that'll be a water armor set, earth, which I'm wearing, and fire, and then the light and dark over there. Okay, let me grab that out. Just toss those into there. And I'm going to go ahead and get that running also. Okay, so that plus that gives us our Lordic Anchor. And then I guess it doesn't matter where we set this thing up at. Like, I guess we can just toss it wherever. But I feel like his quests are going somewhere. You know, like, they're, like, dealing with the Nether and, like, trying to reestablish control in the Nether and all that. Which is quite interesting. Let's just set up our Lordic Anchor right over here. I don't know if there's, like, a particular place. The anchor seems unresponsive. You are dead, sir. Okay, what about now? Oh, we've completed it. Okay. I guess that's all it was. It just summons a wither skeleton, and it's like, nope, it's not going to work that easy. Alright, let's pop back over. This is most troubling. You say that upon the activation of my anchor, a strange figure appeared above it. Then upon meeting your gaze, vanished to reveal two skeletal warriors. Oh, there was two of them? I guess they were stacked up together. I will continue to look into this, but for your effort, I shall reward you with a new spell, Fireball. I'll determine what has happened, try it out for a bit. Sure. And that's too bad because I put that up. Gotta cast it 25 times. Okay. So, let me just warp back home. And I don't know if we want to go ahead and set up the Lordic Anchor or... Let me grab this out real quick. Is this going to explode? No, it doesn't explode. But if I shoot that chicken, boom! Okay, it looks like I can just keep casting. This is one of those that I can just keep spamming. I don't know. I have a feeling that these spells are going to get really cool. I mean, like I said before, I think this mod needs some polish. But, I don't know, some of the mechanics and stuff are kind of fun. Oh, great, here are your rewards. Okay. Okay, with the link established to the Nether, the information you provided as a result of you attempting it, and that which I have collected from this crystal, it is now clear as to the source of this corruption. The Wither must be summoned into reality and then destroyed. Only then will I be able to begin pushing this corruption from my realm. You must defeat the Wither. Okay. So we're going to be taking on the Wither, I suppose. Sounds good. Sounds easy. Let me, I've still got 13 minutes of absorption. So what I'm going to do, let me pop over here. Let me grab this armor. I haven't enchanted these two pieces just yet, but I do have plenty of mending books. I'm just waiting on protection 4s to build up. I crafted one of these with dark steel, and I'm waiting to see. I mean, there is the Bibliocraft table, but I always feel so cheaty when I use that. I've got a couple wither skulls somewhere, but I don't recall where. But I do have plenty of skeleton heads, so let's just go ahead. Boom, there's that. Let's complete. And then, oh yeah, let me get some soul sand. Then let's hop into... We're going to do this in the Nether, I think. I think it's only fitting to do it here. Alright. Yeah, and we're going super legit Wither fight. There we go, Withering Heights. Alright. This is either going to be really easy or really tough. I don't know. I've got absorption though. For a little bit. Alright. Funny because I've got Wither, but it's not doing anything right now. And now you've still got to get through all my shifting scales. I'm pretty sure I'm still full health. It's hard to tell with the Wither effect. I always hate it. But I know the Wither is supposed to get stronger in this fight, like every time it's healed. There we go. God, he dropped a lot of junk. Okay, he dropped a soul receptacle. Prevents you from dying when in your inventory. He dropped Supreme Essence, Infinity Booster Card, Nether Star, Wither Bones... Wither Boss Trophy from Armor Plus. And then we've got Fragment of Noon. Did he break? I mean, he didn't break anything. I don't know why I suddenly started taking damage from Wither. I'm pretty sure I stuck Wither immunity on this. But maybe I took it all. I don't know. I don't know, I'll have to take a look in that. But, okay, so anyways, let's head back home. And what's our Wither trophy look like? Okay, that's maybe not. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. It's not going to stay there. We're going to have like a trophy room, I think. But, let's go ahead and hand this in. Okay, with the Wither gone, I should be able to begin purging this evil from my realm. I cannot thank you enough. I shall teach you another spell, Orb of Fire. I'm sure I'll find more work for you soon, but for now, try out that new technique. Okay. It seems like we're going to be able to finish out all his quests just like back to back. Maybe. Phew. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does do a little bit. And it seems like it's like super... range. Yeah, and you can get some AoE damage off of it too. Get a new quest. I've been researching into this figure you spoke of. Although I'm no close to working out who they are, I've made a discovery into the void. I've dreamed of powerful tools constructed from the very void itself. Let me show you what I have imagined. I need you to attempt to construct some stabilized void matter and bring it to me, just to prove that I'm not mad. Okay. What does this entail? Probably just that void. Stabilized void matter. Oh! God! No! No, I don't want it! Oh my god, that's so expensive! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing that. I'll work on the materials for it. And I mean, it's really not expensive. It's more just like, with only one Arcane Forge, it's more like it's just time consuming, truth be told. So I don't want to do that right this second. One thing I do want to look at though is the Landia portal. This right here. And this requires that we get Landium ingots, which you can find those in the end. We also have to get Enderium. We have to get Sapphire. That stuff's not too bad. Let me see. I think I've got pretty much all of that. And I mean, as you can see, you can technically start this without needing to do any land craft. Let me go ahead and start getting this stuff together. Now, there is one thing that we're going to have to work on crafting, and that's the Hrp Graphite. It's not going to be as easy as just, you know, having it done. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Now, the Enderium. Let me see something. I can't remember if I have an Enderium cow or not. Yes, I do. There we go. Let me just dump this into our smeltery. And then, oops. Should probably change the way this is organized a little bit. It was more just for decoration, I think, than anything. Okay, we're about to have a server restart, so probably cut for that. Okay, it's that. And then we'll have the Aspectus. And so then we just need the Hrp Graphite. And that's what's going to be the hardest part for us right now. Because I don't have... Basically, to get the Hrp Graphite dust, I'm either going to need a manufactory or an industrial squeezer. So I'm going to have to make an industrial squeezer. It's not going to be terrible, but I'm going to have to get the stuff together for that. Okay, and actually one thing I want to do, because we've got the research for it now. We didn't at first, and then I didn't think about it. We haven't done our void power. We need to go ahead and get that. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead, drop that in there, and get that crafting. And then I'm also going to need mana powder. So let me get that crafted up. This will also complete a quest for us, which is good, but we do actually need this. And then the Void Eye plus a mana infused gem is going to give us our Voidic crystal. So there's that. And right now it's going to say that there's no mana in here. That's fine. We're going to get to that. There's our 5 racks. Oh, and we got 5 here and 5 here also. And Alpha, we got 5 and 20 for getting another star. And then we've got all these caches. Let's go ahead and just pop these and see what we got. We got 4 damp crystals. Then we got 5 of these. And we got dense crystals. Oh, wow. That. I'll take it. And then we got stabilized void matter. Wasn't that what we needed for the quest? Seriously? What luck is this? What luck is this? Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That is a very beautiful thing. Okay, well, let's go turn this in then. Let's go turn this in fact. Let me grab my thing back, because I know he's going to give me another spell. Yes! Hey, buddy. I am so glad to know that I'm not mad. You have done more than I could have imagined for me so far. As a reward, I not only teach you another spell, Ring of Fire, but also grant you access to your new primal ability. Try out your new spell a bit and return to me for a new task. Okay. And we got a rare cache with 64 simple crystals in it. Oh, we got to keep the stabilized void metal, which we need 4 of to make neutronium seeds. Maybe we'll get more from a quest. There's also the void pickaxe, the void axe, the spade, the hoe, the sword, which does 41 damage. Okay, and then there's the void multi-tool, which just does it all, and 42 damage. So, wow. That's crazy. That is like an ultimate weapon kind of level. Okay, so Ring of Fire. I can cast that here. And it looks like it just like shoots a wave of flames out from me. Which is pretty nifty. But it's not going to give me credit for it unless I go use it on mobs. I wonder if there's anything... Oh no, it's just a big empty room. Okay. They probably didn't intend for you to be able to fly up there. But we have magic powers. I really like this spell a lot. Because, like, nothing can get close. Like, creepers and stuff, they can't get close enough. And it actually does pretty substantial damage. But, I mean, the wands, once we get to the wands, it's even crazier, so. And also, I need to take a look, because some of these, that one's done, I still need to cast Uplift. Whoa! We hadn't cast that before. Die! We're starting to get into some pretty cool spells, I think. Wow, it like does like a huge AoE too. Not gonna lie, some of these spells are getting pretty cool. Because at first it was like, you know, like Fireball and stuff. It's just like, okay, it shoots like a damage spell that does okay damage. But it's like, what's gonna make me use that over my Blazing Ray, you know? But, yeah, some of these are pretty cool. And I love that Ring of Fire a lot. Okay, I've done the 25 uplifts, so let me head back. Okay, so right now I need to get 4 flint, I need to kill a creeper, and I need to kill a creeper. Okay, and let's turn that in, and let's get a new quest. Oh, he's actually sending me out to kill skeletons now. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to kill some creepers and some skeletons. And I'm going to do so just with Ring of Fire. Because this is like my jam. It's like my favorite spell ever. Whoa, what's with all the baby skeletons? Do they count? This is just like an AoE dream come true. Is what this spell is. That counted. Okay, awesome. That was just like all of them at once. Yeah, like, I know it doesn't have looting, but of course we have a wood farm, so it's not like we even need looting at this point. I'm just curious, because we've still got 2 more spells in his tree. And that is, like, the coolest, most powerful thing ever. OP? Yes, very much so. Orb of Water. So she gave us that. Once again, I'm most pleased with your work. You've shown much of what it means to be the Thelos. I guess it's like their savior or something. For the work you have done, I wish for you to try this new spell of mine. I have tuned the Stone Shot spell for combat. It's more efficient, so much so that you will find yourself able to launch an array of projectiles. I call it Scatter Shot. Please return once you have finished. Oh, you guys are giving me all these spells, and now they're actually getting cool. Okay, so just want to show you this real quick. Orb of Water. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It actually does pretty good damage, but it's nothing crazy. This Scatter Shot is the world's worst spell ever. It just, if you hold the right click down, like, it basically just spews item particles into the world. And if you hold it down for a second, like, look at my frame rate, just like, no. Oh my gosh, I will never use this spell. Have I completed this quest yet? Yes. Okay, I've got to cast the Orb of Water a little bit more, but yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, I've never seen such terrible lag. Just drive-by murder. Oh, this Ring of Fire is fun, though. And it leaves the particles in the world, too. I don't know. Will they ever despawn? I don't know. Okay, so now we're really kind of starting to kind of grind upwards through this stuff. Let me go ahead and see what all is in our crates. And then our uncommon crates. We got imbued inscription tiles. That's good if you're doing research, but I don't think that's what you need to make blank slates in this pack. Oh my gosh, so all the ironwood is not over yet. And then in addition, we need them, for Chaos Catalyst. It's like, Chaos Catalyst. Let's just stick a bunch of random crap in here. Alright, so I've got to kind of just finish working through these quests, kind of just at my own leisure, I think is what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, they're really not bad to just knock out. But at the same time, it's not super fun to do so. Like back to back to back. So we'll kind of split it up a little bit. And put these away. I don't know if I want to put up that fire one. That one's so crazy. Alright, but what we need to do is we need to set up a squeezer. This thing right here. And we're going to need to get ourselves 6 steel scaffolding, 2 fluid pipes, 1 redstone engineering block, 2 light engineering blocks, 4 wooden barrels, a piston, and 3 steel fences. Let me go ahead and start working through this. A lot of the stuff I've got lying around. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of infrastructure as far as immersive engineering goes. But we do have a lot of stuff because it kind of tied into magnetic craft in a lot of ways. We do need to knock out the immersive engineering quest at some point, I think. Okay, I've got everything for our squeezer. And for right now, I really don't know where I want this to go. So, I'm going to put it, I'm just going to set it over here for now. Just so I can run some Hrp Graphite. Now, I am going to have to get, let's see, if we go to Landia, that's 8 coke dust per. So I'm going to need 16 coke. Later on, we'll probably need Hrp automated, but for right now, we should be okay without it automated, I think. Oh my god, are you serious? You gotta build a crusher to do this? Alright, so we're gonna have to build a crusher also. And then for right now, I'm just gonna set these up over here because I don't know where I want these things. To be honest, some kind of a machine room, but I'm building enough rooms at the moment. But I don't know where I want this. I need to look and see how much we're actually going to be using, like, Hrp Graphite. Like, is it something that I'm going to want to automate, or... So, because, I mean, the Landia portal is like a one-time thing. Once we craft this out, then, I mean, we're pretty much... There we go. There's our squeezer. Okay, well, anyways, our squeezer's done. And, I mean, once we start doing the quest for this, we can knock through them pretty quick. But for this, we're going to need 10 light engineering blocks, 10 steel scaffold, 8 steel fences, and 9 hoppers. It's actually not that bad of a list. The light engineering blocks are by far the worst part. And even those really aren't that bad, truth be told. And then our hammer. There we go. There is our crusher. And then we're just going to plug up these. And this is a very temporary setup. We'll try to get this moved before too long. Run that across. I didn't really want to mess with immersive engineering. Ugh. I didn't have plans for it. I knew there was Hrp Graphite, but I was like, well, we can just knock this out real quick. And just set the squeezer up somewhere, but now we're going to have the crusher too. And... Okay. We'll connect that up, and then this should be getting power. Beautiful. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our coal coke, chuck that into there, and that's going to start spitting out... oh no. I'll probably have to run a little bit extra. I think I lost like 1 into the void. And of course you can just stick a chest in front of it if you want. So this is a terrible... A lot of this stuff that's out here I got to clean up. But I'm working on buildings bit by bit. So okay, there's our Hrp Graphite. And then we toss that into there. Stuff takes a lot of power, apparently. Our Hrp Graphite dust, I'm curious. Like, we make the Hrp Graphite ingots. That's used for that. It's used for reactors, from extreme reactors. HLP. Oh, okay. Hrp Graphite seeds. So there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that probably by the time we need Hrp Graphite, we can make the seeds for it. Which we'll have to make some Hrp Graphite, but I don't know if it's necessarily something that we really need to automate or not. I've had to automate it in the past before, but Redstone Furnace, Hrp Graphite Dust. I tried to put it in there, but okay. Please tell me I'm gonna have an arc furnace for this. Just please. Induction Smelter. Yes. Okay. That works. There's our Hrp Graphite ingots. Oh, and I gotta pour out that Aspectus. There we go. Dawnstone Aspectus. Now, we can get our portal. And, quest complete to Landia. There we go. We got 58. Probably going to get saturation 2 here soon because whenever I vein mine, it would be useful. Okay, so Landia, I think this portal has to be like too high if I recall. At least 2 blocks above the ground in order to see the portal's beam. And you must kill an undead near the portal. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going to have the portal set up. Let me actually just move this. I don't actually want this in here. Okay, so I'm thinking right here. So if I put that right there, and then I'm going to have to go get an undead of some sort. I'm just going to go grab a zombie, I suppose. And I'm just going to use a soul vial to do so. Yeah, I don't want a skeleton because he'll try to run away from me. Okay, so if I put him right there, there we go. There's our Landia portal. So if I step in here, we are now in Landia. I did not dump off my inventory, so I've got a bunch of crap on me because my backpacks are always filled up. Let me go ahead and just mark this, even though we can do the /home. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. So this is Landia, huh? Well, we do have Astral Sorcery Temple, like right out the door. And if we head down, there's Fruscion. I should have brought my spells. I don't know, my Ring of Fire spell might be my new favorite thing. Like, it's amazing. Oh, it looks like we've got a Bisselcraft Corellium here, which I will definitely take. Then we can make, yeah, we can make Fruscion through the Orchid, which we're going to start in towards here very soon, I do believe. Because Botania's unlocked to us, and if you recall... Oh, there's Morganine. Oh, wait. I can't mine that. Not with this. It's possible to tinker stuff. I hate harvest level. Because a lot of tools that you work for that are like something different, they ruin them in a lot of packs with stupid harvest level. And then there's Garfax, which takes, yeah, that takes Cobalt. That's going to take like Manual level to mine it. Thorium, I've got a ton of that stuff. I guess I'll take it. But it's like a lot of the good mods weapon, or a lot of the good mods tools are like useful with harvest levels. Like, there's nothing I can do about Embers not being able to mine that. I'm pretty much going to have to go with some junk like TC. And... just so tired of TC. It's always there and it just drives me insane. Oh, there's Kelline ore. There's like a ton of ores down here. Like, this is all like the Landcraft stuff. All this. And you know what, Landia? I keep mixing up Landia and Lordcraft and thinking that they're together, and I don't know why that is. like I for some reason in my head, I think it's because all like the bright colors and you know, Landcraft and Lordcraft are both like bright colory type mods, and I don't know, I'm just keep mixing them up. Okay, that was a smart move. Anyways, we can go ahead and get that running, and that's going to produce us some Frisian ingots. And then this stuff is what we need to make this. The Inferium or the Infusion Crystal, which that one takes Insanium. What does the Master one take? Garfax, which comes from Garfax ore. And then we need Insanium. No clue about Garfax, but okay. This is another mod I'm kind of interested in. I haven't messed around much with Landcraft or Lordcraft. And apparently I think they're the same thing. Okay, so now we can start working towards the Inferium Infusion Crystal, which is the Mana Diamond, the Base Essence Ingots, which is Platinum and Prosperity. Okay, so I've got some quests to turn in real quick, and I think we're going to get some new spells. Yeah, she wants me to cast Rainfall 10 times. I did get a new Earth spell, which basically sends creatures flying in the air, like higher than before, higher than that one. It just sends them like crazy high. And I guess we just got another one, cast Orb of Air. And then I think he's going to give us a new one too, which I'm really excited about. It says, in the past I've been teaching you spells directly. Now I can only teach you techniques which you will use in your own way to develop spells. I wish you to focus on your breathing. When you perform magic, feel the heat of it within you. And when you exhale, behold as your flames grow ever larger. Okay, whatever that means. Oh, I got a new spell. I can't cast it here though. It looks like it's probably going to be a crazy one, like Fire Breath or something. I don't know. It seems like there's an issue with the Nexus dimension where sometimes whenever I leave it, it's like it just lags out the server. It's strange, but anyways, we did get a couple new spells here. I got okay, this might be a big issue for us. It seems like okay. Sometimes when I leave the Nexus dimension, it's like it just lags me out, and I have to log off, and then it's like the server catches back up. It's something to do with this dimension, and it only happens like sometimes. And it seems like it has given me 0 mana within Lordcraft. And I was actually getting to where I was having fun with the mod, and that messes everything up. Yeah, it seems like it's just wiped all my void power. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to put this stuff away for right now, I guess. And I'm going to see if I can't find some sort of a fix. Or if you guys know of a fix, maybe. That would be great. I mean, I guess worst comes to worst. I know that there is the Lordic Progress Memory Eliminator. It's not craftable, but I may have to admin it in if I don't have any mana. So, that's really not a great thing. There's actually pretty good rewards out of those. But I really hope it's salvageable, because I really don't want to have to grind all that again. Especially considering I could possibly just end up losing it again. I don't know. It's like I come out of the dimension and it's just like, phew, all your progress is gone. I don't know. We'll see. And what we're going to do is we are going to make, because I want to do this on camera, we're going to make our Inferium Infusion Crystal. This right here. Okay, so let's get our Base Essence Ingots. Let's get our Inferium Infusion Crystal, which, let's see, that completes a quest, yeah. So we get 5 racks from that. And then let me get a bit of this. And if we wanted to make some, say, Prudentium, which I think it's Frisian for each Prudentium that you make. Like, we're not going to want to be breaking things down for lower tiers in this pack. Oh, and it won't... so let's just do that, and let's balance. Okay, so right now I could do like 20 per dentium. I don't think... Yeah, I think that's the main use of our Friccion at the moment. So let's go ahead and just do that. And let's see, what all uses does this have? Beyond that. Creative Modifier, Infinity Capacitor. Yeah, and that's looks like it's going to be the main thing. So we're mainly going to be using it to make perdentium. And does it take... Intermedium is Garfax, Supremium is Morganine, and then Superium is Morganine, and Supremium is Racheline, and then Insanium is Kaline. Okay. Sounds good. But anyway, so we've got 20 perdentium right now. And we completed a quest. Perdentium. There we go. I need to get those last two quests. What's it take to make this thing? That's actually doable. I don't know if we could use... well, let me see. I think the biggest concern is... This cannot be used to make perdentium. Worth noting. So we're going to want one of each tier, and then we could just repair them. Because if nothing else, you know, honestly, we might even be able to stick mending on it. You can put mending on it. Okay, let me grab some levels here. So if we throw that in there and our mending book, this now has mending, and then I can repair it, and I should be able to craft with it. And that way we don't ever have to worry about breaking these. Alright, let's go ahead and just get ourselves like maybe 3 tier 1 crafting seeds. And then let's get ourselves 3 tier 2 crafting seeds. Of course, I only need 1 of any seed that I craft, so... there is that. We get 5 racks. So our options right now that we can make are sheep, dye, slime, silicon, sulfur, aluminum, copper, aluminum, brass. Then there's marble, mystical flowers, which maybe, I mean, there's jaded amaranthus too, but cow, grains of infinity. I might like doing that one. Just so I don't have to set up one of those setups, because I know they're kind of laggy. They're easy to automate, but it's also pretty laggy. So, and then there's basalt, chicken, nether, pig, coal, and fire. Honestly, I kind of want to do the nether seeds, which takes nether clusters. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Give me just a second here. I've only got enough perdentium on me right now to do 2 different seeds. But between this episode and next, I'm going to be setting up some farms and stuff, among other things. But I do want to get into actually setting up some proper farms. We've got a lot of seeds that have been leveled up, but there's that. And there's that. So I'm going to try to get these to 10, 10, 10. And I'm going to get some more of those. I just have to farm up Friccion, really, is all it is. It's not that bad. So, and there's 2 more quests completed. We got Nether Seeds, and we got Grains of Infinity Seeds. And I'm going to start working on actually filling all these out, and then we're going to build farms, you know, for each of these. And then we'll start getting into auto-harvesting. And what does it take to make... Is that really... Yeah, that's really it. And then to actually make the... To actually use the seeds, it is the Runic Altar. Okay, well, we've got one of these. So, technically, we could probably even push into... I'm going to have to get the Agricraft seeds, but that's not a big deal. But technically, we could start pushing into Tier 3 seeds even at this point. Without too much issue. And that's... I mean, there's some pretty good stuff that's in Tier 3 also. So... Like, there's glowstone. I know there's nether quartz. And we're going to start getting alloys like bronze here. And steel leaf is there. There's graphite, electrical steel, mana steel, And then to do the tier 4, that's when we need the Starlight Crafting Altar. And then the tier 5s are in the advanced crafting table. And then the tier 6s are the crazy ones. Nether Stars, Dragon Egg, Awakened Draconium, and Neutronium. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to start getting into these. And I'm probably going to do a bit of agricraft between episodes and a bit of building. Because I want to start getting some actual farms up and going. And we're going to start getting into some auto-harvesting. And I'm going to try to sort out this Lordcraft issue. Maybe like just a relog or, I don't know, something. Yeah, because, I mean, I have no mana at all. It's just gone. And we do have enough racks. We're going to go ahead and just purchase one thing real quick that I want to get. Because these will build back up because we're about to start into some heavy agricraft stuff. But I want to go ahead and get another saturation real quick. So there's that. And 58 player levels to turn this thing in. But a lot of times I find myself, like if I go in vein mine, I'll actually end up getting hungry. I don't ever take any damage, but it does drain out, you know, all my hunger and I have to wait a bit. Let me get one more level here. Okay. That. Boom. Saturation 2. And now I can vein mine more. I can vein mine more. Okay, I managed to get the mana issue fixed. So we can continue on with Lordcraft. I don't know if that's what we're going to do next episode or not. I'd like to start getting in some tech here before too long. What I ended up having to do was I actually had to take a crystal, a void crystal, go into creative mode, put roughly the correct amount of mana, I think. I put about 300 in there, which last I looked in the void crystal, that was about where we were at, and I had leveled a couple times since then, so I think that was about right. And I had to put it in there in creative mode, then go back into survival mode and take it back out. That was the only way I could find to fix it. So, yeah, just a heads up. If that happens, that's one way to fix it. I don't know. So anyways, we're back on track. I was really kind of heartbroken for a bit over that. But also, next episode, I want to go over the skills and abilities. I've been going through these, but we do need to do that on camera and just spend a minute talking about them. And I want to get the Void Forge. And, well, actually, probably next episode, we will probably finish out the remaining quests in this chapter. Because I don't think the Spacious Crystal is... Oh, we need Empowered Void. So we won't finish that. But we will probably finish out the Void Forge and the Runestone Crafter maybe next episode. Because I'd like to start getting into some of the Runestones. From the ones I tested, some of them are really useful. Some of them are not as useful. And I did get a couple new spells. This one, if you guys know what this spell does, this little like arrow circle thing, let me know. Because I can't figure out what this is supposed to do. But I did get this one, which you can like quick launch it and it just destroys things. So yeah, but yeah, I did do some quests for our people. So water is at rank 5, fire is at 6, earth is at 5, and air is at 4 at the moment. So, and then I've been doing a little bit of building, as you can probably tell. Off over there and stuff. So next episode, we're either going to continue on with a bit of Lordcraft, or we are going to be doing some tech. I don't know which one, because I'm kind of in a situation where I'd like to work on a little bit of tech. I also thought about going to the Erebus, and then I also thought about finishing out Lordcraft and continuing kind of with our magic that we've been doing the last few episodes. So I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.